What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Nitro Gaming. Premier League team of the season so far. I'll be honest, I've been a little bit disappointed. And I've kind of been disappointed with team of the season in general. I feel like the way EA Sports have approached this promo, which in previous years has been so great. It's always been a top 3 promo of the year. Now just kind of blends in with all of the other promos we've gotten this year, where every single week the cards get slightly better. The only really promo that we've actually seen where the cards are significantly better than the ones beforehand were in Team of the Year. And of course, that's always supposed to be the case, but it was also supposed to be the case for Team of the Season. And now we're just not seeing that. A lot of these Team of the Season cards, like even Bruno Fernandes, is like 50,000 coins in the game. And honestly, it's not that exciting when some of the 94 rated Premier League big cards are just 50,000 coins. Now, I'm not saying all of them are like that, but I really do think that EA Sports need to attack this a little bit differently if they want to bring some hype for Team of the Season, because I'm not packing very many of them, but even when I do, I don't even get that excited for a blue flare. So I do think that there's some things that EA Sports need to change about this promo. So we're going to talk about that today, as well as all of the investments that I think we should be making this week during EPL TOTS to boost our coin totals. But beforehand, I'm going to rip a big pack. I want to see a blue flare right now. I've been itching for one. What's going to give me a blue flare? I think that this 86 times 3 is going to give me a blue flare, right? Nope. All right, let's hop into today's video. Do you guys need coins in FC25 Ultimate Team? Well, U7Buy has you covered. It's cheap, it's fast, and it's safe with 24/7 online customer support. Even big creators use it, and it has over 40,000 positive reviews. Make sure to use my link down in the description and use code NITRO for an extra 8% at checkout. And on top of all of that, you'll get a 19% newcomers coins bonus. Now, I saved like 600 packs for Team of the Season, and I still have most of them, especially when you consider all of the crafting upgrades right here, and then you've got a ton of grind packs. I have Dream Chaser packs that I've saved for well over a month that I don't even think pop up right now. Like, I have that many packs to where I can't even see all of them on my store, so we're going to get more blues as time goes on, but I've been saving for a time where I think that I'm going to actually get rewarded for my patience and the grind that it took to get all of these packs. And Premier League Team of the Season just doesn't seem like that time. These cards are good, and there are some cards like Salah and Van Dijk and Isaac that would get into my starting 11, but overall, I just think most of these cards are hardly an upgrade on what I already have and what already exists in the game. I was hoping Team of the Season was going to absolutely blow us out of the water. It just hasn't been the case, and quite frankly, it hasn't been the case in terms of SBCs either. Really, we've only gotten a couple SBCs even worth doing, like the Bruno Guimaraes, which is good value, but is it elite? And then we've got the end of the era Vardy, which does look like a good card. Not exactly the play styles I like, but I can appreciate a good SBC. But that's about it. Like, all of the other SBCs have been mid at best. I just don't see myself doing any of these SBCs at all. Just doesn't seem like most of these cards fit the power curve or expand the power curve at all, which is normally what Team of the Season is. Maybe I should just drop my expectations for this promo. But as I said in previous years, this promo was top 3. It was something to look forward to, and it just doesn't seem that EA Sports are treating it that way this year. But that's not going to stop us from making coins. So if you guys clicked on this video to make some investments, well, I've got some ideas for us, because last week was kind of our test run. It was the first week of Team of the Season where we had Ligue 1, the Arkema Premier League, and Eredivisie, and we made some investments from all 3, starting with Karchawi, who we picked up, I think, 8 or 9. It looks like 8 of these cards for about 65,000 coins each on this card. A very good deal given the fact that these cards have absolutely boomed. They have gone to the moon. We are making a lot of profit on all of our Team of the Season investments from last week. You can see Karchawi is at 97,000 coins, maybe pushing up to 6 digits here soon, which means that that's over 30K per card right there. We have 8 of them. That's adding up to over 200K profit just on her alone. But we've also got cards like Tolisso. Tolisso, if we take a look at his price first, is up to 42,000 coins now. We picked up a lot of these Tolisso cards. I think I got about 8 of him as well for about 28,000 coins, which kind of gives us the idea that out of packs, these team of the seasons are going to do very good. So we've got 2 things to consider. 1, when do we sell these cards? For me, I think Thursday is going to be a good time to sell because these are out of packs. Thursday brings more coin supply with the power of the coins that you get from division rival rewards. The tradable packs give coins. Obviously, you get a coin bonus for that. And these cards aren't like ridiculously priced cards. These aren't the cards that are over 1 million coins. Your division rival rewards could be the difference between an average player, a casual player affording a Tolisso or not. With that being said, I think these cards continue to go up throughout this week, and then I'm probably going to sell on Thursday for these cards. Now, even with the cards that we picked up that were fodder, like Aklioche or Bussy, these cards we got for about 13,000 coins on average, and we've got dozens of these cards. All of them have gone up in price from that 13,000 coins all the way to at least 17,000 coins. And right now they're climbing. These cards could go up even higher as we get the release of the guaranteed Premier League Team of the Season pack. Now, guaranteed Premier League Team of the Season pack, it's most likely going to bring you Milenkovic, which is a card that I actually packed today on stream, which, by the way, you can follow in the link down in the description. But you're probably going to get him, but there are honestly a lot more cards in the Premier League that are above the discard price, like, Matoma and Milenkovic. Below that price, not really exciting to pack a card that's less than 50K. There's not that many in EPL in comparison to Ligue 1 or any of the other leagues we've seen. However, when we look at the WSL, really all you have is Khadija Shah, Russo, and that's kind of about it. Like, literally the rest of these cards are not great to pack, but that doesn't mean they're going to be bad investments. You look at cards like Letitia, who, by the way, is not related to Matt Letitia. I thought she was. I looked it up on Google yesterday. Apparently, they're both from Guernsey. They both have very similar play styles in some ways. And they're both, they both represent England. Neither are they're not related to each other. I thought for sure that Matt Letitia was like her dad, or at least some sort of relative. In fact, their families know each other because they're both from Guernsey. They're not related at all. I don't know what the odds of that are, but I thought that was a crazy fun fact I wanted to share with you today. Either way, this card at 49K, still pushing it a little bit, but consider the fact that she has 4 playstyle plus, and she can play right back, which is good given the fact that she's only 5'7". This is a card I'm keeping my eye on. Is it going to be incredible cards, a card that everybody wants to use? Maybe not. But if this card gets down into that 30K range, especially after Rivals rewards, I think this is a card that I might be looking to pick up as well. And when we go back to the Premier League TOTS, there's cards on the bench like Saka for 62K. That's a card that I'm looking at investing in. Cards like Anthony Robinson, I think this card gets down to close to 20K most likely, and we're going to be picking up him. And then you've got cards like McAllister as a center mid card with honestly great links, great stats, pretty good playstyle plus. A lot of people have said they like that card. Maybe even cards like Trent Alexander-Arnold are going to be good shouts. I'm kind of trying to go with the same cards we invested in last week, like that card Chowie. Worked out so well for us, and she seems to continue to rise. I'm trying to find cards in that similar range, but take a look at that last week Arkema Premier League on cards like Mateo. This card is 880,000 coins right now. At her low point, which was during the the rival rewards, 626K, looks like she might have gotten down to under 600K at content release on Friday for the Premier League TOTS, so a little bit of panic right there. But a couple of opportunities late in the week to get her close to 600,000 coins. She has risen very quickly all the way to near 900,000 coins. So it's not just the low budget to medium budget cards. Even the high budget cards in a lot of examples have been going up in price. And even if you picked up a card that hasn't risen as much, really none of them have dropped. So I'm really liking this week's cards going out of packs. Everything for Team of the Season after they've gone out of packs in the first week. I mean, even this card, 5.7 mil at his lowest point after Rivals rewards. He was 6.1, has gone up to 8 million coins. I mean, this is insane profits for us right now. And I feel like we've got to take a punt on investing in some of these cards as they go out of packs this week. You might even look at cards like Tanaka and Borja Sainz. But for me, my favorites are still the low budget cards because you're not really risking much in terms of the tax on these cards, but there's also still such a high upside. I mean, that Karchawi went from 65K to 100K already and is still rising. So cards like Robinson definitely catch my eye, and anything between that range of 50 to 200,000 coins I really, really like as investments. Let me know what you guys think you're going to be picking up or aiming for later on in this week. But as I mentioned at the beginning of today's video, I just don't think that this team of the season has delivered on the hype that team of the season normally does. I've seen, we've seen these upgrades. They give you the grind packs. You can throw all of these, SBCs, these upgrade SBCs into each other. The grind upgrade turns into the crafting upgrade after you open that pack. The crafting upgrade gives you 577 plus rare players, which you can throw into the premium upgrade, which might not be as good of value, but the premium PL and BWSL upgrade takes a lot of the rare cards, so you can get another pack there. You keep crafting and you keep opening, and eventually you're going to get some blues. I like that aspect of the team of the season, but the fact that team of the season cards are so cheap overall, and the fact that they're just not that much of an upgrade, even packing some of the better ones. I'm not talking about the elite ones. Of course, a Virgil van Dijk, a Salah are going to make your squad, but really, we've had cards since Team of the Year, like my Grimaldo, my flashback Ronaldo from a couple months ago, even the evolved 90 rated Luis Suarez SBC. I mean, these are squad building challenges that came out months ago that are better than the SBCs that are coming out now, and they're better than most of the cards that are in packs for Team of the Season. I was hoping to completely transform my team during Team of the Season. So far, we haven't had that much of an opportunity to. Like, going out and doing this Jamie Vardy SBC would kind of be the only one that's actually like a good card that might upgrade my team, and I'm just not even fully convinced he'd be better than my flashback Ronaldo right now. I just don't even know for sure if he'd be better. So if he's not going to be better 100%, I'm not going to spend 1 million coins of fodder on it. So I've got all this fodder. There's no exchange SBCs this year for some reason. It just doesn't really make sense to me. And I really do think that EA Sports need to do something pretty drastic, and I would do it sooner rather than later. Sure, they want to keep the same pattern going week to week, from Ligue 1 going to Premier League. They want to keep the same pattern, but I think, you know what, it's not too late to change it up. Make Bundesliga team of the season and La Liga team of the season and all the rest of the team of the seasons even better. Make the cards better, and honestly make the SBCs better, and just juice it to make it more enjoyable. I want this grind to be worth it. I've saved so many packs. I really don't even want to open yet because I'm like holding out for the hope that something's going to be better. But it's kind of like a good thing and a bad thing, a gift and a curse. I could save and wait for ultimate TOTS, but then I wait all that time, weeks on weeks, and then right after ultimate TOTS, you just know they're going to drop some sort of summer promo, whether it's Fuddies or Summer Heat or whatever they call it this year, and they're going to be 99 rated cards. They're going to be better than Team of the Seasons. These Team of the Seasons are going to go back into packs, and you're going to be able to pack them for free. It's just like, what's the point? And that cycle, as we get to this point in the year, it makes it so tough to enjoy this grind, knowing that that's on the way and that basically we're wasting all of our time right now. And that's the part that kind of hurts. And you can kind of make that argument for the entire year, I guess, but at least it seems like the power curve changes at a pretty good pace for the rest of the year. And it just doesn't seem to be the same kind of deal for team of the season. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on this down below, because really I don't have that much more to talk about in today's video. More of a rant because there's not a lot of SBCs on the way, guys. There's really not. You take a look at all the leaked content that we've got for EPL TOTS. I mean, the Jamie Vardy, the Torland, the Rogers, we've already seen these. Those are the best objectives and SBCs that are coming out this week. We had the Gameres, that's pretty good. There's not much else that's really going to make our squad. Like Owen, kind of cool, but it's not better than cards that we probably already have and you guys already have. So with that being said, I just don't think that most of this is that exciting, to be honest with you. There's so many cards. I'd rather there be less cards, but more hype around them. Like, there's no point in dropping 50 cards into packs and then another 25 of them into objectives and SBCs, making it 75 new cards every week if 70 of them aren't really that cool. If 70 of the cards out of the 75 suck, then what is the point, EA? That's what I'm kind of questioning right now. There's a purple flare, but how excited can you get for a purple flare, quite frankly? What is this? EFL? What does this card go for? Years ago, you get a card like this, you're jumping out of your seat. This year, the card goes for 14,000 coins before you pack it. And so even though I'm packing a 90 rated card, I know it's 14K. I can't get that excited about it. So that's why EA Sports, I'm telling you this because I think it's not too late. I think you can still juice this up and we can have some fun with this promo. But that's about it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace out.